So Ronda Rousey could be the UFC's downfall, and I'm here for it. Even though, like, I'm a big UFC fan, obviously, I part of me doesn't want it, but part of me, want it. Why? Because like, Dana White, Hunter Campbell, all of these like behind the scenes, the guys that control the UFC, they are like, they deserve it. They absolutely deserve it for what they've done to the fighters lately. In the recent years, especially like Dana White, and he's like whenever he gets asked about the fighters' pay and that he should like increase the fighters' pay, and it's like you ask him, I don't know what, but he gets like angry, defensive. Like, bro, calm down. It's their right. They wanna get paid more, and they comparing themselves basically to other boxers. I know it's like different because like the pay-per-view is different. I believe that the pay-per-view in boxing is $70, and UFC I believe it's like only $50 or $60, something like that. And boxing has been popular sports way longer than the UFC, than MMA. But still, there has to be, there gotta be like some time where when the organization is gonna show up, and it's gonna take all the UFC shine, and it's gonna like exploit its weaknesses. And this is exactly what we're seeing here in Jake Paul's. I believe this is Jake Paul's new promotion, MMA promotion, that been streaming on Netflix. And what did he say? What did Ronda say? Just like today, I believe today, just a couple hours ago, she tweeted saying that Nate Diaz against Mike Perry is a fight going on for the main event. I believe it's a main event, but otherwise it's just another fight on the card for her and Gina Carano. And what she said, like Hunter Campbell, you messed with the wrong B word, and you pissed me off, so I'm coming after your job. So basically, like Francis Ngannou is gonna fight now, and Ronda Rousey against Gina Carano also is like a high profile fight, even though Gina Carano is not like never was an elite fighter, but like who doesn't want to see Ronda Rousey back? Who doesn't want to see Ronda Rousey back? So and apparently, Dana White, he was saying like back in December 2024, he said that he's making a big fight, making a big fight, and no one is gonna see it coming. So apparently, he was hinting and talking about Ronda Rousey against Gina Carano, but this fight ended up falling apart. It didn't end up being materialized. Maybe because of they didn't come into terms with the finances, with the pay and all of that. And it's when no fact that Dana White is, I'm just don't wanna like bash him right now and insult him on air, but you know, part of why, not part, like main reason why Francis Ngannou quit and left the UFC is because of the pay. It's because of the pay. Same thing for Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall his father said that he has two fights left with the UFC. Then he's gonna go to boxing because he's not gonna gain. He's not making enough money with the UFC. And John Jones also like was supposed to fight whom? Was supposed to fight Alex Pereira for the White House card. But guess what? Dana White ended up saying, "Oh no, George was never gonna fight again. He should retire." And George was like, "No, I didn't retire. You're making me retire, and you're making all of this, drama, because I fought, because like I negotiated and I said I want at least like 15 million or something." Like, bro, like John Jones is one of your stars. Why don't you like give once in a blue moon, like they said, once in a blue moon, give a good huge payday, so he can rise into the sunsets and retire. But so all of this, it's gonna catch up to them eventually. I think like an organization, an MMA organization is gonna show up and it's gonna like pay the fighters more, and like all the stars are gonna like start like signing with this new promotion. And now maybe it's the oldest star, the one that they are past their primes, like Ronda and Ngannou and Nate Diaz and Mike Perry. But eventually, just like I don't know if you guys follow or watch soccer, but like the Saudi league, no one knew about the Saudi league, no one, But once Ronaldo signed up with them, like you got Mane, Sadio Mane, you got Felix, who's just young. I believe he's like he's my age probably. He's like 26, 27. Like he's under 30, that's for sure. And he's playing in the Saudi league. You know, you got Karim Benzema. You got like many stars playing there. Why? Because like Ronaldo made it. So it's all starts gonna start right like this. You know, eventually like maybe Thomas Pina is gonna like retire. Is gonna leave the UFC after he exhausts his 2 fights contract left. And guess what? Maybe he's not gonna join boxing. Maybe he's gonna go fight for MMA, for Jake Paul's MMA promotion on Netflix because the money is good and he's an MMA fan. You know, so and right, you know, like with this like happening, we're gonna see a new rival. You know, a new rival rising to face the UFC, you know, and to compete with the UFC. So part of me doesn't want the UFC to go down and like lose its prime, and you know, but part of me wants it for Dana White and Hunter Campbell, you know, because like the fighters pay has been like a long discussion since, you know, since ages. People like get like for real, people get signed up and they win, they fight for 20K and win. If they win, they get another 20K. Like come on, like which, you know, how much percentage of that money he's gonna pay for the fighters, how much he's gonna pay for himself, for you know, for the camp, for his coaches, like how much he's gonna be left with? Like come on, like $1,000, you know, barely $1,000, not even that probably. So yeah, so I'm trying to like here, trying to like talk quietly because like it's the middle of the night and I don't want to make wake my family up. But anyway, you know, I'm definitely gonna watch this fight. I'm definitely gonna buy Netflix subscription and watch, you know, Francis Ngannou, watch Nate Diaz. It's gonna be an MMA fight for God's sake. So of course I'm gonna watch it, you know, and Ronda Rousey also against Gina Carano. So you know, this is just like gonna be the downfall for the UFC, unfortunately, and they deserve it. You know, absolutely he deserves it. They know it, absolutely deserves it. He's like, whenever he gets asked about the money, he gets super defensive and, bro, chill, you know, chill. You're here not because you made it, you're here because of the fighters, the talent of the fighters. So if they're gonna start leaving, you're not gonna make any money. So anyway, I just wanted to make this video and say my thoughts on it, about the situation that's going on, and you know, leave a comment below and tell me, you know, what do you think? Do you think like about the prediction of the fight, and what do you think about the situation? You know, so take care. Bye.